this is Shadell from My Thrifted Closet. Today, I am here to keep it real with you, okay? Before I start, if you have any questions about this hair, the type of hair I'm wearing, my braiding pattern, you can click right here. I just did a video on this hair. So as I was saying, I'm going to keep it real with you. And I'm going to keep it real about crochet braids, okay? So, to be honest, crochet braids are my favorite form of protective styling. I love them even more than I love wigs, and your girl loves some wigs. But there are definitely some cons and things you need to know about crochet braids before you actually install them yourself or get them installed. I have 10 tips for you here today, so let's jump in. 1. Crochet braids can be a tedious / time-consuming process. If you are doing your own crochet braids, braiding your own hair can take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. I took 2.5 hours to braid my own hair. I am a novice braider, so it took me 2.5 hours. To get my hair crocheted, it took 30 minutes, but my friend was doing it for me. But some people can take even longer to crochet their hair in, which will make the process about 6 to 10 hours. So crochet braids is time consuming, and when you watch like a 3-minute video, a 4-minute video on YouTube, you may not know that, but this junk can take a long time, definitely, especially if you're using Marley hair and you need to pre-curl or pre-dip the hair, honey. That junk takes time. 2, it can be dangerous. I have cut my own hair twice using crochet braids. I have tried to remove crochet braids on my own, and I have cut the hell out of my hair. Last time I took out my last set, I cut about 6 to 7 inches off of a patch in my head. So it can be dangerous, but they don't tell you that. YouTubers do not tell you that. 3, shaping is key. This hair I did not shape, but when doing my crochet braids, shaping is definitely key. They make it look so easy and it looks so well shaped, but it definitely takes time to shape the hair to your face structure, to the way it lays on your head, like to add volume. Sometimes you have to shape the hair, and that junk takes time too. 4, you have to moisturize your hair. You definitely get this is how you install crochet braids, but you don't get the maintenance part of maintaining crochet braids. How do you keep down frizz? How do you keep down tangling? How do you moisturize your hair so it's not gonna break when you take out the crochet braids? Like, we don't talk about that, and maintaining a crochet braids can also take time. I don't mind frizz, so you see like my hair pretty much has a lot of frizz, but if you don't want frizz, you're gonna have to figure out ways to maintain it, and they don't tell you that usually. 5, pre-dip versus crocheting and then dipping. So pre-dipping your crochet braids is basically wrapping the hair around the rollers and dipping it into that hot water before you crochet it in. On the other hand, you can always crochet it in and then dip it. But pre-dipping also takes time because you have to roll the hair, all that stuff. And then if you crochet it in and then dip it, you have to worry about burning your face off. You have to worry about making a mess. So if you're using Marley hair, if you're not using hair that's already curled like this one or other hair that I've shown you, that takes time, and they don't stress that point enough. The rolling takes time, and it can also be dangerous if you're dipping after you crochet the hair in. 6, they can tangle like a mofo, okay? Like this hair definitely gets tangly. Like, I kind of detangle it a little bit before I got on camera so it wouldn't be a bird's nest, but if you let this hair go, honey, like, look at that. This thing will tangle, and it's because it's synthetic hair. It's synthetic hair tangles. So some hair tangles more than others, and it can easily look like a bird nest is just sitting on top of your head. So you gotta be careful about that, and they don't tell you that this ish tangles. 7, I think. Styling is limited. With crochet braids, unless you do a leave out or you make up some like innovative way. Crochet braids are very limiting because this is what your hairline looks like, and that's not natural. And the back, usually if you have longer hair, you have a bump in the back too, so you can't really do a high ponytail. You only can do like a low ponytail. Like, you can only do so much. Like, my hair is growing out in the front, so I have a little bit more, you know, leeway, some leisure with that, but it's definitely limiting. A lot of the times, if I do want to wear my hair up, I have to use some type of headband or scarf to cover the little gunk of hair in the back of my head. Number 8, it doesn't always look natural. So what I do, I personally do a side part that makes it look natural, but if I decided to do like a middle part, like, look how wide that part is. Like, that doesn't look natural. So crochet braids can easily look unnatural, and I hate to see people with those wide like parts and you can tell it's like crochet braids or it's not their hair. I mean, you can know this is not my hair. Like, this is a lot, but in terms of that part, it can give you away easily. They also don't tell you that the braid pattern matters. The braid pattern definitely matters, depending on what look you're going for. With this hair, I have a lot more leeway, a lot more freedom, because I can just pull the hair over on whatever side I choose to pull the hair over on. But if you're doing some type of shorter style, you may want to do a different braiding pattern. Braiding your hair back isn't always effective as doing some type of like slant or curve or something like that. You have to be very careful about the braiding pattern. Also, this junk can irritate your scalp. If you have some type of sensitivity to synthetic hair, it can irritate your scalp if you don't pre-soak the hair in like an apple cider vinegar and water bath. So I don't personally have problems with like irritated scalp or any type of irritations on my scalp, but if you do, this junk can itch, and you don't want that because you're just gonna take it out too soon. So that's definitely something you want to be aware of. And that's it. Those are all the things that I thought of when I thought of things that YouTubers don't keep it real with in terms of installing crochet braids, maintaining crochet braids, all that stuff. If you have any other things or tips that you want to give people of how to maintain their crochet braids, things that you did not know before installing crochet braids, please leave them down below and let's talk about it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all!
Come over a little closer. I wanna tell you something.